Karen from EdibleWildFood.com here today, and today's video is about making scones using the cheat method. Why am I doing that? Stay tuned. I've had quite a few people recently actually comment on how come I don't do any videos on scones, and I thought, well, why not? Anyway, I don't have time to do a video to show how to do this from scratch because this is harvest season and I am really busy. So I thought, well, why not try a cheat method? Why do that? Well, what really caught my attention actually the other day is the ingredients, because I am a fervent label reader. We have to be. And okay, yeah, there's sugar there, but you know what? For the most part, that's pretty good. I've never used a premix before, so this is how white that flour is, which really, that doesn't impress me much because that kind of indicates to me it's been bleached. But whatever. This whole package cost $5.50. It was on sale. I think normally it's around $6. Now for you folks in the United States, that's Canadian dollars. So a little bit less than in the US. So this is definitely not for those who are gluten-free or those who do not want dairy. 3/4 cup milk, 1/2 cup butter, melted but cooled a bit, 1 egg, and even though the package doesn't say anything about adding berries, well, gosh darn it, I have to. Those Saskatoon berries are good, and so are the barberries. On the package, it said to mix everything by fork, which I did for the beginning part, and then I gave up because it was a little bit too, I don't know, it was a nuisance. I found it much easier just to sanitize my hands and get in there and use my hands to mix it, which is pretty easy. Nowhere on the package does it say anything about cutting it into thirds, but the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to try just some barberries, just some Saskatoon berries, and a third using both, just to see what does it taste like, which one is best. Having said that, you can use anything, and if this works out, I actually may purchase another package and try some elderberries. Now you're going to see some elderberries in there are not ripe. I had no choice because I was in an area I normally never go to. They were there, so I had to take them. So you can see I've got a lot of work ahead of me getting rid of all those unripe berries. Anyways, I digressed. Now let's mix the dough with these berries. The package indicates that you can either use the drop method or a cut method. Well, I'm doing the drop because it's easier. So anyway, there are the barberries and of course the Saskatoon and the combo. I still have some dough left, and yeah, let's bake them and see what happens. This is the first batch, all done. I probably could have used a few more berries in these, but that's okay. It's all a learning experience. I tasted it, that little bit there, and it is good. But what I'm going to do with the rest of this, I love cinnamon, and I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon powder to this, and then check out the taste. And here are the ones that I added cinnamon to. My gosh, it really took the taste up a notch. Anyways, how much cinnamon should you add? As little or as much as you like. That's the great thing about this. You can custom make these. Use blueberries, use aronias, mulberries. The possibilities are absolutely endless. I brought everything outside to do my official photograph for the website, and this is the final product. I must say, though, the one with cinnamon is extremely tasty. So thank you for watching right to the very end. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're brand new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you to all my supporters. And remember, if you've tried this recipe, please leave a comment below and let me know what you think.